Hey, my beautiful beauties, my wonderful lovelies, a pleasant evening or afternoon rather to you. Yes, I'm a dryland tourist today, so the glasses will be on for my videos. I'm not taking them off. So just work with it. Listen to the message. All right. For a little while now, I've been hearing women talk about, boy, I built up the man from scratch. I took him in when he had nothing. I paid for this for him. I paid for that for him. I gave him money. I mean, they took care of him like a big man taking care of a young girl, sort of a situation. Ladies, I want you to understand something. Okay. In most females, we are born with, the X chromosome or X and Y. I don't know if you remember hearing that. I think in biology, I wasn't good at biology, chemistry, or physics, but I think that is what I was taught. So you have most biological females have the XX chromosome, while men have the X and Y chromosome, because the Y chromosome is more the physiological makeup of the male, the masculine traits that you see physically on the man, while the X chromosome would be the feminine features. But in both sexes, you do have the X and Y, because that is why you will find women can get into their masculine self and men can get into their feminine self, in terms of the men being very sensitive and emotional and understanding and caring and all of that. But that's not their dominant feature. The dominant feature would be the Y chromosome and the dominant feature would be the X chromosome. Why I'm bringing this up for you to understand, my beautiful ladies, is this: that is not a love language of a man. And a lot of people like to disprove the Bible and cannot do it. The Bible says the men are the head of the home. They are the providers, protectors. They give, literally and figuratively. You notice how God made the genitals of the man to give, while you as a woman receive based on your genital. You don't put your vagina in the man's penis, if you understand what I'm saying. The penis is inserted in your vagina. So with that reality, I want you to understand that giving men money, buying them cars, houses, and things, it's not a love language. It does not cement his loyalty and devotion to you like that. What secures loyalty and devotion, what there's that symbiotic connection, yes, that chemistry, that synergy, is on his part what he calls respect. Does she listen to what I say? Does she support what I want to do? Does she give to my cause? Is she a helpmate? So giving men money, and when I say money, whether it's cash or kind, it is not a love language for a man. It doesn't move him. It is almost like he knows he goes to work and at the end of the month he gets paid. That is how it is for him. It doesn't stir the emotions in the man. It doesn't build on a solid foundation for him in terms of him staying with you. Because you will hear these women say, oh, I built him from scratch. And then when he came to himself in terms of he can be on his own, he ends up leaving me for somebody else. And I did a post maybe a year and odd, maybe 2 years ago almost. It went a little bit viral in a sense, because I heard Dr. K and Jacob gave 10 reasons as to why men leave their wives after many years. And the operative word among those 10 areas is control. The woman controls everything, every single thing that she controls. So can you imagine a situation where the man, he's not getting the opportunity to exercise his Y chromosome to you with your X chromosome? You're doing everything. So he feels, okay, I'm really not needed. Now when he stands on his 2 feet and realizes that no, you don't need to do it, and maybe you're not used to that, he ends up saying, no, I need somebody who can recognize my worth and will accept me for who I am and how God made me. I want to be the provider, the protector. That is who I'm designed to be. I am the giver, I'm the hunter. I don't want to constantly be hunted. So the man is actually emasculated. When that emasculation goes and he's now empowered as a man, he's going to feel maybe uncomfortable because maybe your level of control ate away at whatever loyalty, devotion, and commitment that he had towards you. Usually when you find women taking care of men like that, they become very controlling, and it becomes suffocating, smothering, and difficult for him to deal with. Am I saying what he did is right? No, I'm not. In the first place, something like that should not have happened. I was listening to a post of a man. He said, ladies, I want you to listen to this. 2 things I'm asking you to not do. They were profound. Do not give men money. And he's talking about excessive cash, like how a man would take care of women. It's not talking about if a man should fall in hard times and is your husband, for example, even if it's your boyfriend, and you just help him out a little bit. We're not talking that. You're not going to be mean and stingy, that's ridiculous. But we're talking about on a consistent or incessant basis, you're giving to the man as well. A man ought to give to the woman financially, whether in cash or in kind. Don't do it. You will end up regretting it. It doesn't build loyalty, devotion. For him, he sees it as control. And he also sees you as, oh, you know what, she's doing everything for me. I can just spin her around. And worse yet, if he never had that connection with you from day one, that synergy, that symbiotic flow, as soon as he gets on his feet, he's going to go. Because again, usually when you find women doing this, they don't want to admit it. They are controlling. Because you're controlling everything. You're giving him money. You're taking care of this. So now he has to succumb to whatever you want. There's a very popular artist overseas that is dating a Jamaican guy. A young guy, she's miles ahead of him in terms of age. And she gives to him, takes care of his financial needs and so forth. And she has her stipulations. While I give you this is what you're not going to do, and this is what you're going to do. It comes with the territory women. So, yes, the man may be ungrateful in a sense, but you have to also look at your side. You are controlling. 10 reasons I gave. I need to find back that post and do a remake, a sort of a remounting of it, so that ladies can understand it does not secure loyalty and devotion. Sometimes a man can't wait to get on his feet, to get out of your presence, because it's unnatural for the woman, because our dominant chromosome is the X, not the Y. So when you start to go into the masculine chromosome, the Y chromosome, you're going against really God's natural order. You have left your femininity to take on masculinity. You can't have 2 masculine people in a relationship. Even the people who are in the alphabet crew, you always find one taking on a feminine role and one taking on a masculine role, because the 2 can't walk. They can't agree when they're same, even among the same sex relations. So ladies, it's not a love language of a man. It doesn't secure loyalty. What secures loyalty is respect and honor. You're a helpmate. Yes, if he falls on hard time, you can help him, especially in a marital situation. Of course, you're called a helpmate. Look at what Proverbs 31 talks about. Go and read it. But to be the provider and the protector and the security officer, so to speak, how God has built a male ego, that male ego can't live like that, can't deal with it. The male ego will leave. It wants to strut its masculinity. It wants to strut its stuff. So that is why you will find that the man will leave. He will leave, the men will leave. Because you have not basked in your femininity. You have taken on his role and expect him to take on your role almost. It may be subliminal, but you don't realize that. Men are designed to be the providers. They're designed to be the protectors. That is why God says, men, be the head of the home as Christ is the head of the church. So they follow God as you listen and honor them. Okay, ladies, I want you to understand that. I hope that this message resonates with you, so you will know how to operate when you're dealing with men, whether it's your husband, boyfriend, regular man, so forth. Even if you could have given him money until thy kingdom come, he will still leave you. And if he stays, you're going to get bun, cheese, soda constantly. And I'm not talking every single situation, but you'll be the exception to the rule. Don't do it. Please, it's not a love language of a man. Guys, you know what to do. Read TikTok and YouTube. Subscribe and give me a lion too.